All right, everybody, it's Dave.
And Dave.
And together we are Twin Linked. Hey, welcome back to yet another episode of Twin Linked. Man, there's been a lot of excitement going on over the past 2 weeks. It is ridiculous. It's out of control. There's so much information going on in the Warhammer world right now. It's just
awesome.
amazing. It's
good
awesome.
times.
It is good times, yeah. So we
Good
have
times to be an orc player, Dave.
yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Orc players, Tyranid players, come on out of your closets. It's time to get back in the game, huh?
Get back in the game.
Get back in the game, baby girl.
We
All
never
right.
left, man. We never left. We were there. You just didn't hear anything from us.
Oh, I heard, and it
All right.
was all bad. I'm not gonna lie.
It was bad.
It was bad. But hey, look, you know what? This is not an 8th edition program
Not an 8th edition.
yet, right? Yet, but it will be soon. All right,
2
ladies.
weeks. We're getting close. Today is June 6th.
I have no watch on.
We've done our pre-order.
There we go. Yes, definitely. We did our pre-order. I went down to our local FLG, local game store, friendly neighborhood game store, and we ordered 2 starter boxes.
2.
One for each of us, right? We're going to share the goodies inside.
Hey, don't tell anybody. I got one for Dave.
I ordered an index for Chaos. We got an Orc index for you. And, man, we are ready to go. We're ready to play
rock.
8th edition.
8th edition on the 17th,
Man, it's so close.
12:01 a.m.
I can taste it. Taste the satisfaction. All right. So just to remind you, might be a new listener. You might not know what's going on. So just to let you know, this is a podcast.
Cast.
This is a video cast that covers the ITC Independent Tournament Circuit in the Western Conference for 40K.
West.
So we are going to, once again, as usual, we're going to go over the last 2 weeks of what's been going on out here in the Western Conference. We're going to tell you all about the tournaments that took place. I got some special photos and stuff that are going to be for the GT that took place out in Arizona. And then Dave will talk about our upcoming tournaments. And we'll also, of course, talk about our top 5 players in the Western Conference.
Those that are kicking ass and taking names.
That's right. And we have had a slight change, Dave. There has been a
Really?
slight change from our last episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, strap in and prepare for high excitement and adventure.
Let's get it on.
And as usual, let's get the formal reading glasses out and available.
Makes you look smart, Dave.
Does it?
You are smart. Just makes you look smart.
It makes me look smart too.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all you can ask for in life, right? Mm-hmm. So before we get started, I did a little more research, and I've been talking to Paul McKelvey over at Best Coast Pairings, right? So they are the official app that covers the ITC tournament circuit. So if you're running tournaments out there and you're still doing it old school, if you're making spreadsheets and then emailing the stuff in to Frankie and Reese over at Frontline Gaming, let's get on board.
So what is it that he has? It's a what?
It's an app. There's a player app and a TO app.
Okay, so an app is an application.
That's right, Dave. Thank you for the definition. So there's a TO app where you create an event. So anybody out there, anybody can download this app and they can create an event, whether it's an RTT, a GT, or a major. And we're going to go over the definitions of those. So those of you at home are thinking, hey, maybe I want to do this myself.
The TO app. That's the tournament organizer.
That's right, Tournament Organizers app.
Application.
And you register on there. You can do a test thing to make sure everything goes through. And then, boom, you have created your own tournament. Simple as that.
Like on the 7th day, the tournament was created.
Very nice. Very nice. You, too, can be a creation deity.
The creator.
The creator. So, later on, Dave and I, we're going to do our own RTT. And we're going to try out those apps. And we're going to make sure we understand how it works so we can pass that word on to you. You just might be a casual watcher, a casual player, and you're thinking to yourself, man, I want to participate in tournaments, but maybe there's nothing nearby, right?
But with this application,
That's right.
and if we could do it,
If we can do it, by God, anybody can do it. All right, so Best Coast Pairings app, BCP. Go through your app store, check it out, find it. There's a Players app. Now, that's a different one. The Players app is how you, the player, register for events, and it shows all kinds of stuff on there. Why the event's going on. It shows a roster of everyone who's signed up. It will show the rounds. It will automatically, for the TO, mix up your players and move you around through Swiss pairings and all that kind of good stuff. There's a lot of complicated processes involved in the actual tournament making.
so when you sign up and use that application,
Right.
then you could see who's playing and what they're playing. at least the factions.
That's right.
That's a lot of information going into the tournament. You're like, hey, wait a minute, man. Yeah, maybe I want to try this. Maybe I want to try that. I'm going to be facing a lot of Eldar. How are Eldar doing in 8th edition?
Well, it doesn't
Probably.
always show initially what the armies are when people first sign up, but once they log in at the tournament itself, it'll show what armies they're playing. And there's also a part of the application is where you can post a picture of your army list online. And so let's get into the details of this a little bit, Dave,
The
so everyone knows
nitty-gritty.
the nitty-gritty.
Let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
All right, so this is all available too through Best Coast Pairings. You can go to the .com. You can check everything out, see what they got. But first of all, I want to talk about how the ITC tournament format works. Okay, so we've talked about it before. There's 3 levels of tournaments. There's the RTT, right, which is the Rogue Trader Tournament. That's what RTT stands for, or a regional tournament, however you want to look
I like
at
Rogue.
it. Rogue, yeah, old school Warhammer, right? So I'm going right off their site. So anybody, it's a 3-round tournament, with less than 27 players.
Less than 27.
That's correct. So if you had 24, 25, 26, you're still playing an RTT, a 3-round RTT. Okay. Even if you did a 5-round tournament, if there's only 24 players, it's still technically an RTT.
So
Okay.
the classification is based on the number of players.
Players
Not the rounds.
and rounds, Dave.
Oh,
Both
you do
things are
have to have more.
That is
Maybe
correct.
I'll listen and we'll see where we get, Dave.
No, it's a good question. It's a good question. So now the next level, the medium level, if you want to call that, level 2, is the GT, which stands for Grand Tournament
Or good times.
or Good Times. Dave, you're on
Ain't we
fire.
lucky we got 'em.
So the GT level is more than 27 or more players. 27 or more players and 5 rounds.
Have to
Okay.
have 5.
You have to have 5 rounds.
Can't have 3.
No.
Can't have 4.
No, it's got to be 5 to qualify for GT.
And it can't have 26 people.
It's got to be
It's
27.
got to be 27 or more.
27 or more and 5 rounds. So that makes you a GT. And then the major, in order to qualify for a major, you have to have 57 or more players. So that's a lot of players, 57 or more, and it has to be a 5-round tournament.
Very good.
All right.
I didn't know all these things, Dave.
Good,
That's
yeah.
good. I knew there was a method to their madness.
There is a method to their madness, Dave. And in addition, as far as rankings go, you can have up to 3 RTTs, you can have up to 4 GTs, but you have to have at least 1 major in there to get your total 5 scores for ITC rankings. Okay?
And all this you got from
From the ITC app, right? It's all out there.
Best
It
Coast
says
Pairings.
right there. And in addition, they have a link to the Frontline ITC page that gives you even more information if you need it.
so BCP.
BCP.
You know BCP?
Yeah, you know me. All right, and to top it off, there's a little more information. So I talked to Paul McKelvey. He's the guy that designed Best Coast Pairings. He's one of the, well, I shouldn't say the man, but he's definitely one of the main guys in that team.
He's the man behind.
He's the man behind the scenes, and he's our number 1 liaison when it comes to talking about this kind of stuff. Liaison.
And I believe he's the model for the icon. I think he's that pirate.
He looks like a pirate. And if
I've
you're at the
seen him in that
LVO,
hat.
yeah, he's wearing his pirate hat when he's running around out there too. So Paul said that they have just recently started, I believe last week, a membership program. Okay, so we all kind of know how it works these days, right? You want a sponsorship. You know, people have online stuff. If you want to subscribe to something like Twitch, it costs $5 a month. You know, they're low entry rates and stuff like that. And if you do that, then you can watch old Twitch streams if you subscribe to a Twitch channel for $5 a month. If you have Amazon Prime, you're allowed 1 free one that's part of your Amazon Prime package. You can choose to subscribe for free to 1 channel, right? But after that, it's $5 a month. So for the Best Coast Pairings app, now you don't have to be a member, but they have recently started a membership program at $5 a month.
And membership has its privileges.
Membership does have its privileges. That's correct, Dave. In addition, you can do a whole year for I think $50, which saves you, you know, $10 over the course of the year, all that kind of good stuff. But there's benefits that come along with it. Let me put my
That's
glasses
16%.
on. Nice. Look at you and your math skills.
Well, only because it's like a 6-sided die.
Oh,
$60 minus 10 is the same as, it's a base 6 math system. Just like 6 packs, 12 packs, 18 packs, 24 packs. Base 6 math
way to
system.
take it back to what's important. Not
Take it
40K,
back.
but beer. All right, so Best Coast Pairings is a $5 per month membership thing that you can do. When you do that, you earn basically 1,000 points. It's like having a credit card where you earn points, right? If you have that basic membership, you earn 1,000 points a month, which qualifies you to get a 5% off credit through any purchases through Frontline Gaming. Okay, and they even have their own web cart, so you can order things from Frontline through Best Coast Pairings. Now, I believe Frontline has a standard 15% off on their web orders and stuff like that, because that's what Games Workshop has set their internet web orders at, is 15%.
So this is an additional?
This is an additional 5% that you get by joining up with the membership program for Best Coast Pairings.
15.
Right. In addition, if you use the app as TOs, as players, and you actively participate, you log into the app with your membership and you actively participate, you can get an additional 5% off by earning points by going to tournaments and playing. So you can get up to an extra 10% off all through Frontline Gaming to get your orders in.
That's 25%.
That's right. So way back when Frontline, that's not too far back, a couple months, Frontline had a pre-order special where you got 25% off. You can get back to that 25% again by joining up with the Best Coast Pairing app, going to tournaments, utilizing it, and getting that extra 10% off.
Synergy.
That's right, synergy. You know, it's just like a Warhammer army, right? You got to build a Death Star for purchasing.
Stack these. Stack.
All right, and the last thing I want to mention is that Paul has told me that he wants to partner with other stores. So if you're watching this in your local game store, you want to support your local game store, we totally understand that, right? Paul is currently looking to sponsor A, tournaments, and B, partner up with local game stores. So if you have a local game store out there in Utah, in Arizona, in Washington, and you want these additional percentages off, you need to contact the Best Coast Pairing guys, right? Because they can hook your store up. That would be Paul. So,
BCP.
To be specific, when you go on to the Best Coast Pairings website, you will see an email for support at bestcoastpairings.com. If you're a TO and you contact them, they want to sponsor your tournament. They want to give prize support, and they want to partner up with your local game store. So if you have a game store that would like to participate in this kind of thing, let them know about. Contact Paul to support at bestcoastpairings.com, and he'll hook you guys up.
So you get your guys together. You say, let's do a little RTT. Let's hook up with the store. Let's hook up with Best Coast Pairings. Bam!
Thunderstruck. And you're saving money. And, hey, 8th edition's coming. We all know we're going to be buying stuff. So this is a great opportunity to go out there, save some money, earn some cool points, and do some good stuff.
And have a good time.
All right. Enough with the business portion. Let's get into the fundamentals.
On with the show.
Of tournaments. So we're going to start with our first tournament, which took place just recently on June 3rd, so just this past weekend. It was the Purge. The Purge at Mugu Games in Everett, Washington. All right, it was only $17.50. They took 100 points off from the standard issue. And they had 7 guys show up. So a nice little RTT, right? RTT, local game store, good stuff. If you're near Everett, Washington, bam, get on over there and participate at Mugu Games. Okay, so as usual, we're going to talk about the top 2. Coming in second place, I've said his name before, and still a challenge even today, Jeffrey Heimbusch. Good job, Jeffrey. Coming in second place, playing Chaos Space Marines.
A member of the Mugu Legion.
Well, you'll notice
Legion, not Legion.
Yeah, that'd be like a sore or a wound,
cuts, man.
right? Yeah, so the Mugu is big up there. It's at Mugu Games, right? Almost everyone we have here is from the Mugu Legion.
The Mugu is big.
And Jeffrey, you did a great job. He lost his first game, got 6 points, and then 18 and 19 after that, so he pulled it through strong at the end. Good job, Jeffrey, coming in second place. But coming in first place, I want to give a shout out to Mitch Pelham. Mitch Pelham playing Space Wolves. Ooh. That was good.
Doggy style.
Also with the Mugu Legion, so brother on brother. Iron sharpens iron. Right, Dave?
Brothers fight. Mugu hardens Mugu.
Mugu hardens Mugu. That's right. And Mitch came out of the chute hot. 19 points, maxing out. Followed by a 13. Not a strong win, but still a win. And then an 11. So, man, that last game was a challenge.
Dogs were getting tired.
Yeah, the dogs were getting tired.
They were dog tired.
Man, good job, Mitch Pelham. First place, the Purge, Mugu games in every Washington.
Great job, Mugu Legion.
Oh man, here we go. So going way to the southwest, Dave, at the very fringe of the Western Conference, at the Armchair Adventure in Honolulu, Hawaii. There's a Throne of War. It was Food Hammer, so they're raising a charity event to raise food for people in need. So that's fantastic. It took place
Warhammer
on
needs food.
badly on May 27th. Man, they had a great turnout down there. They had a total of 10 players show up, and I'd like to point something out. Well, actually, we'll get there in just a second. So, wow, everybody, look at that, Dave. Every single person who participated is in a club down there in Hawaii. They're all Table War Hawaii club members.
Solidarity.
Bam. So, Mugu sharpens Mugu, apparently Table War Hawaii.
Sharpens Table War Hawaii.
Right. Coming in at second place with the Tau Empire for the greater good, Mike Iwaoka? Iwaoka, I like it. Mike Iwaoka coming in second place with the Tau Empire. Man, look at those scores, Dave. Okay, so, wow, this was a 5-round event.
I was just going to mention, so this is an RTT with 5 rounds.
That's right.
You could have 5 rounds.
You can. You know, hey.
You don't have to have 27 people to have 5 rounds.
Obviously, they're striving for, hopefully, to get to the GT level. And if you're in Hawaii, anywhere at all, on Oahu, I believe this is Oahu and Honolulu, hey, man, get over there and participate.
So when we say GT Warhammer, it's not Grand Theft Warhammer. It's Grand Tournament or Good Times Warhammer.
Good Times Warhammer.
Not Grand Theft Warhammer.
So Mike Iwaoka with the Tau Empire coming out hot, man. 19, 11.
Well,
That's so close.
bad.
That's not bad. It's still a win, right?
Not bad compared to the next one.
But then, body blow. He gets a 1. I don't know what happened, Mike.
Right in the Tau Nuggets.
Right in the Tau Nuggets. Pulls out a 1. But then comes back strong with another 19.
I think he was upset about that shot to the bread basket.
You know, that might have been a Sunday morning hangover loss.
Oh.
It's possible. No one's saying it is, but every once in a while at a Warhammer tournament,
Just
sometimes
saying.
inebriation. All right, coming in at first place, though, this is an important name. Coming in at first place, Brett Perkins. That's right. You heard it here first. Brett Perkins, winner of LVO.
Oh, the LBO face.
Oh.
And he's a Table War Hawaii member?
That's right. He's playing Chaos Demons. So I contacted Brett through good old Facebook. We're Facebook friends. And Brett said he's in the Army. I don't know if you know that or not, Dave. He's in the Army, and he's just recently been transferred over to Hawaii.
Sacrifices.
Yeah, hard times. But, man, he's right in the events as soon as he gets there. And look at these scores, Dave. He's still a champion. 17, 19, 19, 19, and
19. 17, he was just filling out the opposition. But those are awesome scores all around. I do have one thing I want to ask Brett.
Yeah.
Brett, you got a couch? I might have to come and cover the next tournament in Hawaii. This is hot.
Dude, that would be nice. And he was playing Chaos Demons. Chaos Demons. Well done, Brett Perkins. Keep up the good work.
I won't hold the Chaos Demons against him.
Oh, that's nice of you, Dave. Hey, so just so you know, the Armchair Adventure is located right down there in Honolulu. I printed out a little map so I could actually tell where places were that we're talking about. So it's a nice little thing. All right.
Hawaii is a state.
Wait a minute. I made a total faux pas.
What?
Well, Hawaii had 2 pages, Dave. It's not 10 people. It's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They had 17?
17
18
people.
participants?
Wow.
My bad. So, hey, no wonder Brett got so many points out of that with all of those people participating.
How did number 17 do?
I see. I think 14, 15, 16, 17. 17? Oh, one game with a big old 0. That looks like a no-show in my book.
He's like, F this. Well, he's got a score, so I had to play one. I'm like, ah.
But look, even then, he still gets 31 points.
I'm out of here.
Oh, man, ridiculous. Anyway,
Great
the
job.
Armchair Adventure in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Great job, Hawaii.
All right, I'll make sure I do this again. All right, our next game took place, another RTT took place in May at Baxter's Game Store, Baxter's Renegades in Queen Creek, Arizona. So, just so you know, on the map, I'm looking at the map a little off screen, right? So, Baxter's is to the southeast of Phoenix.
Phahonix, Dave.
Oh, thank you very much, Dave. South of the 202 and east of the 87. So if you're looking for places to play and you're in that southeast side of Phoenix over there, man, head on over to Baxter's and get your game on, right?
Driving cross country, need a little rest stop. Sit Baxter.
It's Baxter's play game. All right, so they had a total of 7 players out there at Baxter's RTT. So coming in at number two, Herb Schaefer. Herb
That's a
Schaefer.
name.
Oh yeah, that's a powerful name. And placing at 9, lost his first round, had a 9, but it was so close. You could just see Herb right on the cusp of victory, followed by a 19 and a 19. I tell you, Dave, those Eldar are some tough SOBs out there right now. Herb was
Very much
playing Eldar. But coming in at number 1, we've said his name before, Daniel Olivas. Daniel Olivas also playing Eldar. And I'd like to point out, Dave, that he got 11 on his first game. So there's a chance that Herb and Daniel actually played the finals of this tournament right off the bat because they both got 19 in the next 2 games. So this whole thing, much like a pennant game for the World Series, actually might have gotten
You want
decided
to come out early
before the World Series.
Yeah, it's very important. When every game is important.
That's
They're from
right.
the same team there, Dave.
They are from the same team, the Unbound. The Unbound. So well done, Daniel. Good job out there at Baxter's Renegades, Queen Creek, Arizona. And I've been in contact with Baxter's, Dave, and hopefully next time they have an RTT, they have one monthly. They're going to send us some pictures, and we can see some of these folks out there
would be
playing
great.
games. Yeah, no doubt, man. Good stuff.
I want to see all these people, all these places.
I want to know what's going on. All right. On May 27th, we had Battle at Brookhurst 3 at Brookhurst Hobbies in Garden Grove, California. All right, Garden Grove, for those of you who don't know where that's at, that is south of Anaheim, just south of Disneyland.
We should take a trip down to Garden Grove.
I like that idea.
We could put Lou Dog in the van.
Who's Ludog?
It's a Sublime song.
Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. Anyway, down at Garden Grove, Brookhurst Hobbies, 8 total players. It was a nice little RTT. Coming in at number 2 was Mason Reinhardt. Mason Reinhardt playing Death Watch. What a bold move, Mason. I mean, Death Watch in 7th edition is nothing to crow about. That's some hard play right there. But he gave it his best. Took a hard one to the jaw. Got 6 round 1. But came back angry. 19 and 19.
Gave it his best and got second place. That's pretty darn good.
And look who's number 1. Ryan Rabouche.
Rabouche.
Ryan Rabouche playing Dark Angels. Wow, good stuff. Ryan Rabouche came in. Scores being 14, so a win, but not a super win. And a 17 and 18. So Ryan had some tough games. I wonder what kind of army he was playing where he couldn't max out with those 19 points. A little interesting. Maybe he wasn't getting all the way across the table, or maybe he wasn't getting Warlord, but he was holding down those Maelstroms.
Got a variety of armies there, too. That's kind of neat to see. Got Harlequins, Chaos Space Marines, Ashramel Term.
Yeah, and Gene Stewart Colt, man, what a great selection. So any army you want to play, head on out to Brookhurst Hobbies in Garden Grove and get your game on.
It's like the village people of Warhammer armies. They got one of everything.
We need to come up with little things for Warhammer armies. You know, like Village people, you guys got the YMCA, so we need something.
Gonna play at the ITC.
You got your
ITC.
Aquila, ITC something. All right, moving on. Also taking place on May 27th at Game Castle of Santa Clara.
Game Castle.
Here's something unique, Dave, that I didn't even know. There is a Game Castle Santa Clara, and then just a few miles away, there's another Game Castle Mountain View. So the Mountain View one's where the BAO takes place at, but nearby is Game Castle Santa Clara, where they had conflict at Firebase Charlie number 1, right?
Charlie don't serve.
Charlie don't serve. So they had a total of 9 players out there. Oh man, look what we got here. So coming in at number 2 was John Fearhelm. John Fearhelm playing Eldar. Oh man, Eldar didn't win.
We're still saying Eldar all the time.
1 tier
Number
emoji.
2.
He is number 2.
1 tier emoji. Left Coast Corsairs?
Left Coast Corsairs, man. Left Coast Corsairs are a major group on the Warhammer scene. If you're in the Bay Area at all, they're kind of based out of there. You know, join up. Go find those guys. They will teach you how to play. If you want to learn how to play tournament play, as we're going into 8th edition, and maybe you want to get your tournament on, these would be great people to hook up with if you're in the Bay Area. Left Coast Corsairs.
And Left Coast sharpens Left Coast.
Oh my goodness! Not only that, but they seem to be a great bunch of people over at LVO. I noticed they all hung out together. They all seem to be very good friends, super friendly folks. Anyway, John, you did a good job, man. You came out hot, 18, followed by a 9. Oh, but notice the 9 is not in red, so that might have been a tie. Followed by a 14. So, man, Eldar, always tough to beat. But number 1, That is correct, sir. Paul McKelvey, the master of the Best Coast Pairings app. He came in number 1 playing Tau. So when I talked to Paul, I asked him a few questions. Number 1, I said, Paul, are you going to be going to the BAO? And he said, most definitely. I said, Paul, number 2, what is your goal this year for 40K other than doing the Best Coast Pairings app? And Paul said he wants to be number 1 Tau player at the end of the year. He wants to win number 1 Tau.
That's bold talk for a one-eyed pirate.
Yeah, no doubt. So, hey, if you're out there in the West Coast, let's see what you can do. Take Paul down. See what you got. I think he's currently number 1. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But Paul...
And then question number 3.
Was there 3? Oh.
No, I don't know.
No, I don't think there was.
I was just ready with them. Like, ready to go.
So let's see what Paul scores. Paul comes out hot with a 19, fire, full points. Then he got a 9. I wonder if he tied with his buddy, John Fearholm.
Well, that's what I was pointing at.
Yeah, no doubt.
18. So John got 18 in the first round.
That's correct.
Paul got 19.
That's correct.
Their other scores are the same.
The other score. So a 1 point difference, right?
That 1 point in the first round, like you were just saying. It's not the end.
It all took place.
Everything matters.
First round. Everything matters. So, once again, Game Castle of Santa Clara, Conflict at Fireplace, Charlie, the first time, so I assume they're going to have quite a few more.
Oh, they are.
Paul McKelvey with the Tau Empire taking first place. Fantastic work, Paul. All right, we just got a couple more. Oh, I think we're down to our last one, actually. Oh, and this is a GT, Dave.
Good times. Grand tournament.
Grand tournament.
Not grand theft.
Let me see. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 25, 26, 27, 28. So they had 28 players. So they're barely over the margin
Just
for
barely.
making that GT.
But
so
that, hey, horseshoes and hand grenades. They made it. It doesn't matter.
they made it. So
It's a GT.
no doubt. Scorched Earth Open GT, which took place at Imperial Outpost Games in Glendale, Arizona. Glendale. All right, so if you guys are saying Glendale, where's that next to Baxter's, right?
Yeah, because Baxter's was
To the southeast.
southeast of Phoenix.
Right. So Imperial Outpost Games is to the northwest. So all the way on the far side of Phoenix, which is a very big city.
Of Phoenix.
So there's plenty of room for everyone to go out there and play. So it's north of Glendale, looks like just west of the 17, right? So if you're in the area, get in touch, find out what's going
So
on.
I wonder what's the team in that area? Who are they? Who are they? And did
Well-
the Unbound go up there? Because, like, here's Phoenix.
It's Phoenix.
Here's Phoenix in the middle of Arizona. Then over here is Baxter's. And over here is Imperial Outpost. And they're like dogs. They go around Phoenix.
Oh, man.
They
That's a great question because I'm looking at the different team names, and there's all different kind of team names. The Unbound, Table War Hawaii showed up in Phoenix. We got
Those guys get around.
the Eldar Corsairs.
And we'll save number 1.
All kinds of stuff. And we'll get there, yeah, no doubt. So, hey, hopefully Troy is showing us some great pictures from the contest that took place out there at Scorched Earth Open.
Covering up my sweat.
Because I had my man in the field. So I've recently contacted and contracted with our good friend Thomas Hextrom Yoki. He is our man in the field. He's out there taking some pictures for us. He's got all kinds of stuff going on. So look at right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you this, and Troy's probably going to show the same thing behind us. But these are our top 3 winners that took place at the GT. Because you know in GT we talk about the top 3 versus the top 2.
Not 2.
Right? So, hey, let's talk about number 3. Number 3 was Derek Page. Derek Page playing Imperial Knights. Now, I don't know if you noticed this or not, Dave, but he also played in the Baxter's game on the other side of town. So, Derek, way across town.
Other side of the state.
Other side of the tracks.
That's hardcore, David.
Derek's getting
Derek,
out there. He's
Jason.
playing games. He's not messing around. So, I believe Derek is the guy in the green shirt right there. That should be Derek Page playing as Imperial Knights. Let's take a look at the score. So there's 5 rounds, of course. So 17, nice start, Derek, and then a 1. Oh, man, that hurt. But followed it up with an 11, squeezing by a win, and then finished strong with a 19 and a 19.
He got a 1, and he still came in 3rd place. So
Yeah, no doubt.
that's some butt whipping.
He came back strong.
And that's with Imperial Knights.
That's with
So
Imperial
if you want
Knights.
to play Imperial Knights, you could take a page out of Derek's list.
Oh, that's awesome. Whew. All right. Coming in at number 2. Number 2 is Vincent Arroyo. Vincent Arroyo playing Chaos Space Marines. Oh, man. And I love his team name. Do you see the team name right there?
I do.
Sex Panthers.
That's not exactly what I think of when I hear Sex Panthers, but
Well, I believe that's a cologne advocated by the anchorman, Ron Jeremy.
Oh,
That's not Ron Jeremy.
not Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy.
Not Ron Jeremy. Wrong movie, Dave.
They both have mustaches.
Wrong movie.
Oh,
But
man.
one's got a porn stash. Well, they both have porn stashes, but one's actually in porn.
in porn. Anyway, Vincent Arroyo. First of all, I don't know what Sex Panthers mean. I don't know if that means you wear cologne or if it means you're a porn star. Either way, playing Chaos Space Marines. Well done, sir. Let's look at your scores. Ooh, man, he had some hard-fought games. Look at this, Dave. 14, 11, 11. So those are two barely scraping by wins. A 19 came in strong, really curb stomped somebody. And then a 10. So
solid across the board. Get some second place. Second place in my book. Vincent, you're a porn star in my book.
but that might go to our first place winner based upon the team name alone. Coming in first, the man, the myth, the legend. He's out there just smashing junk in all across the West.
Every week, every show, we're talking about this man.
David
Johansson.
Johansson.
Hanson.
Man,
Hanson.
nice. Playing Eldar, team Double Dutch Rudder.
I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's boating related.
You don't? Let's see those hand gestures again, Dave.
No, that's all
Yeah,
right.
I'll pass
You
it.
can't see. Pay no attention to the hand behind the screen.
So David, man, came out with a little bit of a struggle. Got an 11 in his first game, scraped by with a win, followed by a 19, a 19, an 18. But look at that last score, Dave. 10. So him and Vincent, I believe, were playing in the last game for the championship, and they tied. But based upon strength of schedule in ITC format, David Johansson pulls through with a win.
Just like the foosball. So those earlier games are important.
Those are important, man. Good job, David.
Grind them out all day long.
David, Eldar player with Double Dutch Rudder, out there just curb stomping people over the West. You think a week's going to go by when we don't mention David's name?
Yes, because we do the show every other week. But a show won't go by where we don't mention David.
That's good. All right. So
Let's see these guys again.
Let's look at these heroes one more time. So we got Page, Arroyo. Try to get the glare off there. And then look at this beast. Look at this beast, David Johansson.
That's Johansson?
Dude, look at Johansson. He's got the
All
beard.
right. I'm going to stop with the double Dutch.
Yeah, he's a big guy. You
We're
better
gonna mess with
better
him.
not make too much fun. And so you know what else took place out over there? So look right here. This is another little picture. Hopefully Troy shows that up behind us. That's Don Hushin, the famous Don Hushin. And oh my gosh. What's that other hero's name? I'm having a brain cramp. Don't worry. Hold
Superman.
on. I don't know. He showed up wearing a ref
Superman.
shirt. I thought he was a TO for a
Rush?
second. Ref, like a referee.
Where's a Rush shirt?
Where'd he
TT.
go? Where'd he go? I know. Oh, there he is. Eric Kakase. I think that's right. Eric Kakase with the Scorched Earth Renegades. So they actually kind of dropped out a little bit early. Eric had a 0 and a 19, then called it quits. But they were playing the game of 8th edition.
Looks like they had fun nonetheless.
Yeah, that's why they're holding up 4-4. So they're playing a game of 8th edition out there. Man, online rules, a little bit of shenanigans going on, but they're prepping themselves for 8th edition coming down the pike.
These are great times, my friend. Great times.
And before we move on, one last person I need to do a shout out for is Andrew Armstrong. Andrew, fantastic work. He is our hardwood of the week. Andrew's participating in the GT, and he was the low man on the totem pole who actually had the guts, the cojones, to play all 5 games.
The cachones?
The cachones. What's he playing? He's playing Eldar.
No.
Andrew.
Is this? That's not.
No,
him.
look, I got a little star right there.
Oh,
Andrew, look, he's got all 5 games.
he's a plant.
He's an Eldar plant.
I think he was jaking it.
Well,
He's
let's
got a
take-
19 right there.
I know. Well, let's take a look at his score. So he comes out the opposite of strong. Bam, a 0. First round. So hard to come back from. And just slap in the face. Followed by a 6 and then a 5. Andrew's just getting kicked while he's down. Boom. Boom. Reginald Denny all over the street. He goes home.
Come on, man.
No?
No, that was cool.
That was cool.
And
All
then
right.
the Reich Knight comes out of reserve.
He comes home, rests up. Maybe he doesn't drink because he comes back strong. Sunday morning, he comes back and gets a 19. Just
F this.
unloads on somebody. All that anger, all that hate. But then something bad happened. And he got another 0.
I burned out. Better to burn out than to fade away, Dave.
But you know what, Andrew? Thank you
Great
for
job.
playing all 5 rounds. Thank you for sticking with it and doing the best you could with your Eldar list. You, sir, will be getting a beautiful prize from us, Twin Link, for you. You, Andrew, are the hardwood of the week.
Andrew Iron Arm Armstrong.
Nice. Iron Arm Armstrong. I love it, Dave. Good work. So, hey, that is all the tournaments we have that took place over the last 2 weekends, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to go over our top 5, and Dave's going to bring you all the upcoming tournaments for the next 2 weeks. Stick around.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Yeah, we got 2 Schwarzeneggers in there.
Well,
We're from
he's
California.
so
That's our
quotable.
governor.
It was our governor.
We'll be right back.
Should be our president. Warmed up for round 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Twin Linked. Hope you enjoyed the short commercial break, which doesn't exist.
That's why people enjoy our short commercial breaks.
Maybe one of these days we'll actually have a commercial of some kind of entertaining fashion.
Super glue.
Super glue or something, huh?
And
All
it
right.
tastes great on a cracker.
It's less filling?
Yes.
Yes. All right, so now we're going to get right back into it. We're going to talk about our top 5 players in the Western Conference ITC. We've had a few change-ups. Some of the stuff has stayed the same, Dave, but we have had a small bit of movement. Now,
Not buku movement.
not buku, but a little bit. So as of
Chiquito.
today, June
6.
6th, that is correct. I noticed that the Scorched Earth GT scores didn't seem to have populated yet into the ITC league rankings. I don't know if maybe they hadn't inputted the ITC scores finally from the tournament through the app or something like that. I even contacted Paul and said, hey, we don't have the scores yet up for this. And he was saying basically that's the tournament organizer needs to hit that send button and then it'll go in. So they haven't quite got in yet. So some of these might change very soon. But we'll talk about our top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5. So, first of all, I want to say sayonara to Josh Bagwell. Josh,
What happened?
he was number 5
Oh.
last time we had our show, and Josh has dropped to number 6, pushed out of the top 5. These things will, and do happen.
Yeah, but guess what? He still got mentioned.
He did still get mentioned.
Number 6.
So, yeah, oops, accidentally. Good job, Josh. All right.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Okay, coming in at number 5. Number 5 is
Cinco.
Tony Myers. Tony Myers. Now, Tony Myers was number 4 last week, so he's dropped a notch on the rung.
Oh, so we got a newcomer into the top 5.
That is
obviously.
correct,
And
Dave.
he's not at number 5.
And he's not at number 5, yeah, and he pushed Tony down by 1. So Tony, you're hanging tough out there. You're doing good, but you have moved down 1 slot. You guys might remember from last week. He plays just about every army out there. I mean, looking at his rankings that you can find on Best Coast Pairings app, he's played Eldar, he's played Space Marines, he's played Renegade. So he's all over the place out there with the Meta Mafia. Hold on, I'm going to make an adjustment to something.
There you go. Oh,
There we
it's
go.
beautiful.
There, that's much better. And so Tony Myers has dropped down to number 5, currently ranked number 32 globally
In the world.
in the world. That is correct, in the world. So he's still doing pretty good out there. Good job, Tony. Number 5. Hold on, baby.
Doing great because he can
Hold
do
on.
it with just about any army.
Yeah, that's the one thing we
That's
talked
very
about, right?
impressive.
He's
That's very,
the
very
international general. Good job, Tony. All right, let's go to number
It's like the
4.
French Foreign Legion.
Speaking of the French Foreign Legion, coming in at 4th place is Adrian Genard. Adrian, man, you will not go away. He is a fighter, man.
Adrian.
Look, he has hands down the most RTTs and stuff like that under his belt of anybody. And once again, playing Adeptus Sororitas, so Sisters of Battle, who apparently, according to recent Frankie, have had a fantastic update.
Really?
Well, so
And he's doing it with 7th. So what the heck's he going to do when they hit 8?
I'm going to put on my recent Frankie. They are so good. They are so good. They are excellent. They're excellent. They're amazing and outstanding.
Can I be Reese?
Yeah, go ahead.
These guys are amazing and outstanding. These chicks are hot.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
I love you, Reese.
Adrian gets around. Adrian and the sisters get around. I'm going to have to give him a try.
That's your best Reese voice?
It's more like Blake doing Reese's voice.
Here, now ask me a question about Adrian. in Reese voice.
Have you played it? Have you played against Adrian?
I've done my best, Frankie. No.
Dude, it's like he was right here in the room.
Awesome.
Man, that
I
was
love those
chilling.
guys. Hey, if you
That
guys
was
did not
chilling.
watch the 5+ hour long super special that Frontline put on, holy cow, they put in the marathon episode. Man, everything you want to know about 8th but were afraid to ask, you know what I'm saying? But
I was
let's get
afraid.
back to it. So number 4, Adrian Gennard playing for the most part. Sisters of Battle out there just fighting everywhere, all over the place. Ranked number 25 globally. Number 25 globally. And still holding on to number 1 Sisters of Battle player in the entire
That is an achievement.
universe. It is. Good job, Adrian. Fantastic work. Man, I can't wait to see what he comes up with in 8. See if he holds on up there. Coming in at number 3, and here's the pusher, right? The man who snuck into the top 5. Let's see, where was he even in my top 10? He wasn't even in the top 10.
I think he was slow playing it. He had a plan.
He came, Cinderella story, came out of nowhere.
It's in the hole.
It's in the hole. Paul McKelvey, Mr. Best Coast Pairings himself, coming in at number 3 in the West Coast. Fantastic work, Paul. Not only does he have time for his normal job, where he's kicking ass, kicking butt, pardon, and taking names, but he has time to do Best Coast Pairings, and he still has time to get out there and play in ITC tournaments. No excuses, people.
Just real quick, I'm going to check the numbers because he's the guy that does the numbers, right? And coincidentally, he's nowhere to be found
And then
in the top rankings. Then all of a sudden, he's what, number
3.
Number 3.
Number 3, ranked number 21 in the entire universe in the world, right? Paul McKelvey playing Tau and Tau only. His job, of course, is to be the number 1 Tau player in the ITC for the 2017 season. And where is he currently ranked?
Numero uno.
Numero uno, that's correct.
He is flying. Paul McKelvey in wings.
Playing with the Left Coast Corsairs. That has a tongue twister.
Yeah, Left Coast Corsairs.
Oh, you're so much better at articulation, Dave. I swear. And
I'm-
look at
I'm
it.
a-
He's only got
I'm a
4
cunning
games.
linguist, Dave.
Oh, badoom. And he's only got 4 tournaments out there, but the ones
That's
he's
all he
played
needs.
in, he's smashing them. Good work, Paul. Keep it up. We will be in contact, sir. Coming in at number 2. Number 2, a very famous name that we've heard several times, and he is super active on Facebook. If you're part of the Facebook 40K competitive Facebook page, I think Pablo down at Frontline Gaming is the administrator for that. I see his name all the time. Aaron Hayden. Aaron Hayden coming in at number 2. Bam. With the Renegades Army. He's playing all Renegades all the time. Ranked number 13 globally, Dave. So,
Very good.
Fantastic work. Renegades Army playing with Team Relentless D. Relentless D. Aaron, well done, sir. Keep up the good work.
Number 1 Renegades player.
Number 1 Renegades player. Fantastic. And now, thank you, Dave. Coming in first place in the Western Conference ITC tournament circuit,
Number 1.
David Johansson.
Hansen.
Man, David, you are just smashing face out there. First of all, now that we've seen a picture, I'm a little scared to say anything bad about him. But, David, fantastic work,
It's
man.
like he's grabbed that Dutch rudder and he's just whacking everybody with it. Just whacking everybody with that Dutch rudder.
He's a whacker.
Beating the heck out of
David
him.
Johansson, holy Toledo Batman. Ranked number 4 in the entire ITC, just dominating out there. Number 2 Eldar player. Wow, can you believe that? Still number 2, even though he's number 1 in the Western Conference, number 4 in the world. Still, only number 2 is the Eldar
You know what
player.
that tells me?
There's a lot of tough Eldar players out there.
That tells me that there's another Eldar player in the top 4.
Dun, 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 dun.
See?
That's right.
I got a D in algebra.
Yeah, but you got a A- in common sense. Good job, Dave. Playing with, of course, Team Double Dutch Rudder. David Johansson out there dominating, keeping other folks down. And that is it for your top 5. Go over it one more time. Boom, boom, boom. Tony Myers, number 5. Number 4, Adrian Gennard. Number 3, Paul. I put my name up here because I own the property. McKelvey. Coming in number 2, Aaron Hayden. And number 1, David Johansson. Just so you guys know, number 5, his total ITC points for the Western Conference is 391.31. Number 1 is 446.21. So if you want to break in that top 5, you need to generate a score of basically 391.32, and you will push Tony right out of the top.
And those 2 top scorers, they've got a 20-point gap between them and number 3.
Yes, there's a big jump right there where Paul McKelvey comes in. That's correct.
Might as well jump. Like Van Halen.
Jump, 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 everybody. Something like that. No, that was different. Who's that? Who's Jump Jump?
That's crisscross,
Criss-
dude. Let's put our shirts on backwards, man. Jeez. That's the Wayback Machine, Dave.
Sorry. All right,
I
let's
like
talk about our upcoming tournaments. Dave, what do you got for us out there?
What do we got? We got quite a few going on over the next couple of weeks.
Nice.
Coming up next weekend on June 10th and 11th. By the way, June 11th is a very, very important day.
What day is that?
It's my birthday.
Oh, happy pre-birthday, Dave.
Thank you very much. Over at the Stratosphere in Las Vegas, Nevada, we have a GT. Sin City Slaughter ITC Grand Tournament.
Oh, yeah.
2 days
Sin
of fun
City.
in Sin City.
At the Stratosphere?
At the Stratosphere. I saw.
At a casino?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Like the LVO.
Like the LVO.
Yeah. Big deal.
Yeah, no doubt.
Then moving on.
Hey,
back-
just so
what?
you guys know, we are having our man on the scene, Tom Hextrom Yoki, will be attending that GT, and he's going to give us pictures and updates and everything else. So if you're going to the Sin City Slaughter, hey, stay tuned next time we come about in 2 weeks, and we're going to have great coverage, great pictures. I wish you all the best of luck.
Find the yokel, Mr. Yoki,
Yeah, Mr. Yogi.
and say hi to him, get some pictures with him, get him on the show. And we didn't get to talk about it, but we just have to say it every time. He is the full contact LARPer.
He is the full contact LARPer. So, hey, show up with your foam broadsword and give him a whack.
Fun guy.
Yes, good,
All right.
good man, good man.
June 10th at Emerald Nights in Burbank, California. We've got EK 1500 point ITC event.
Only 1,500, Dave.
Only 1500. That is at Emerald Nights.
Emerald Knights.
Emerald Nights with a K.
That's the name of the store, huh?
That's the name of the store. Yeah.
In
It's
Burbank.
the EK 1500.
Wow, man.
EK. It's in the game.
It's in the game. There's so many stores down in Southern California. There's no excuses. If
No
you're
excuses.
anywhere at all in SoCal, get down there and get your game on.
Let's get it on.
Just get it on.
Then on June 11th, a wonderful day, over at Game Castle Santa Clara in beautiful Santa Clara, California.
Right.
We have Castle Conflagration 8.
So Santa Clara is having like a tournament 2 weekends in a row?
Yeah.
Wow, man, that
You
is
got to give
business.
people what they want.
Yeah, no
You got
doubt.
to give them what they want. You got to give them what they need.
So we expect to see some of the same players we saw in this last report up in the next one. Get out there and get your game on. If you're even thinking about it, for goodness sakes, go down there, say sayonara to 7th, get one last game in before the whole rules change.
That's right. Get out there. On June 11th, also at Borderlands Games in Salem, Oregon, we have Borderlands Bash, June 2017.
Nice. Another Oregon event. So, hey, there's no excuses, right? Where's Salem? That's the capital of Oregon, right? According to my 7th
I
grade
thought it was in
geography class.
Massachusetts, but you learn something new every day.
I don't think they're burning witches in Oregon. It's all good to go.
They're burning something.
They're burning. Oh, nice. Well played, sir. Well played. All right, what's next?
Then the following weekend, June 16th, at a place we talked about earlier, the Armchair Adventure in Honolulu, Hawaii, we have incoming 8th edition release tournament.
Are you kidding? They're going to play a
On the
tournament on the
16th.
16th? So the day it's released, they're going to go and play an 8th edition tournament game. And you know what? Let me be honest right now. I almost guarantee you Brett Perkins is going to be there. If you want to meet the man who won the LVO, get on over there and say hello.
Shake his hand.
Shake his hand. Say thank
Power
you, sir.
claw. Troy, put a power claw in here.
Keep
I
it in
will
the
shake
screen
your
or you can be on
hand.
nothing.
All right, then on June 17th at the launch pad in Lodi, California, we have the 8th launch at the launch pad. So they're going to be playing 8th edition as well.
Oh, man. You know, 8th edition tournaments are going to be going on all over the place. Let's face it, Dave, most of the rules are out there already. If you want to get involved, it's definitely easy to find the basics of the tournament. And you know what? Even if you don't have it down pat, so what? Show up, get in there, and get some games on. Learn how to play.
Yeah, it's like Fight Club. There's all these underground 8th edition games going on.
First rule.
First rule of 8th edition.
Don't talk
No talking about 8th edition. Then June 17th at Game Castle Santa Clara again. Didn't we mention one earlier?
Yeah.
The weekend before. In Santa Clara, California, we have Conflict at Firebase Charlie 2. The Deuce.
The Deuce.
Now, they didn't call it the Deuce. I'm calling it the Deuce.
Oh.
But I was so excited earlier when you were talking about, well, the Firebase Charlie 1. Are they going to have another one? I'm like, yeah, they're going to have another one.
There's no end to Firebase Charlies. Get
No.
out there and get your
No.
game on. The Deuce is loose.
Good one, Dave. All right. Then June 17th as well, Great Escape Games and Comics in Sacramento, California. We have Old Hammer 3 2017.
Old Hammer 3, do you think they're actually going to play a 7th edition game?
No, I think it's a bunch of old guys.
Oh, that could be too.
I
Bunch
just
of
want my
grognard.
bills.
Get your neck beard, put it on. If you don't have a neck beard, just get a little attachment, a little thing right there, you know.
June 17th, Comic Quest Lake Forest, California. We have Dice Hammer June 40K event. That is 1,500 points.
Nice.
I think that's Father's Day.
I believe it is.
So keep it down to 1,500 just so you know.
What a way to celebrate your fatherhood.
Yeah.
By going out and playing in an RTT.
Kids, wait in the car. I'll be right back.
Just take a couple hours. But you know, in the 8th edition, the games go faster. Maybe they want to.
I'll be back in an hour and 45 minutes. Then I'll go get you a Happy Meal. Then I'm going to go run back in. I'll drop you off at the library. It's not open on Sundays, but I'll leave you outside.
Maybe they are in Lake
Leave it
Forest.
at
We don't know.
Probably. They don't have budget cuts. And then the last one we had on here for June 18th was at Gamers Haven in Colton, California, but that has been canceled.
Oh,
but
what's your
nonetheless, Gamers Haven, your place to play tabletop games, must be mentioned. But what's the 18th?
Is that a Monday?
Maybe that's why it was canceled.
I
I thought it was a holiday.
I don't know. Was it a 3-day weekend for Father's Day?
Might
It
as well.
should be.
Yeah, what do we get?
There wouldn't even be a
I get
Mother's
those
Day
damn
without a
flowers.
Father's Day.
Yeah, I should technically have like 5 Father's Days.
I don't know how
No
many.
need to elaborate.
I'll keep it to ourselves.
Well, that's what we've got coming up, Dave. So,
A lot of games out there, a lot of stuff going on all over the Western Conference. It doesn't matter if you're in Hawaii, you're in California, or Oregon, right? There's a game out there for you. And hey, if there's not a game nearby, do what we're going to do. Find your own RTT and make it happen. You got
Underground.
6 guys together, make an underground RTT. Contact our friends at Best Coast Pairings. Support at bestcoastpairings.com. You can email them. You can set up your own event. Maybe even get a little sponsorship going out there. Get people involved and have some fun.
I'm guessing that's probably how Double Dutch Rudder got started.
The Double Dutch
Six
Buzz.
guys got together to play some games. Next thing you know, they got an RTT.
Huh. Let's hope that's all it was.
That's all it was
All right. So, hey, that's our episode for the week,
for the 2 weeks.
for the 2 weeks. So, hey, everybody. For Twin Link, this is Dave.
And Dave.
And thank you very much for tuning in. We hope to see you guys again in 2 weeks.
See you soon. Aloha.
The next time we talk, are we going to talk about 8th?
We'll have to
We'll
because
have to.
people will play 8th edition. We'll see how it. We will have an update on how 8th edition has impacted our standings.
It's going to be like June 19th when we come back again, huh?
Juneteenth. Yes.
Yeah, we're going to talk about our boxes that we got. We're going to talk about maybe some of the armies that we're building and getting ready to go. It'll be a good show to watch. So come on back and we'll see you then.
Y'all come back now.
You hear? Where'd you?